It's been a while since we've seen a new episode of Black Mirror, the British techno-dystopian series that has proven to be such an accurate predictor of future events that it's now a shorthand way to describe reality. In the 4 years since the last season dropped, we've experienced a global pandemic that has bound us more tightly to our screens than ever. The attempted overthrow of American democracy at the hands of an internet conspiracy-crazed mob, and an AI revolution that is at least in part responsible for the ongoing Hollywood writers' strike. It's all just so Black Mirror. It seems like every day summons another Black Mirror prophecy. In April, the New York City Police Department announced the return of controversial Black Mirror robot dogs, according to one headline, See Metalhead, Season 4. Tech startups are resurrecting the dead with AI chatbots. See Be Right Back, Season 2. Just a couple of weeks ago, Apple released the Vision Pro mixed reality headset that boasts the ability to relive cherished moments in 3D. See Entire History of You, Season 1. Upon seeing Apple's new device, the show's co-creator Charlie Brooker thought the same thing as the rest of us. Oh my God, that's so Black Mirror. Of course he did, because it was. Into this uncanny valley, Netflix dropped Season 6 this Thursday, containing a fresh bounty of 5 episodes. But if real life and Black Mirror have reached some kind of bizarre convergence point, what is left for the show to say about our future? Not much, it turns out. Most of the episodes of Season 6 are set in the past, making this the most un-Black Mirror season of Black Mirror yet. That's not to say it's not worth watching. The best thing about Black Mirror, the enduring quality that's made it such a phenomenon, is its pure ambition. Much like The Twilight Zone, the show to which it is most often compared, each episode is a self-contained unit adhering to its own internal logic. This requires massive amounts of exposition and expensive production design in a time of shrinking attention spans and budgets. There are no recurring characters for us to get attached to, no ongoing stories to follow. With its often grim view of humanity, this is not relaxing television. Netflix has Emily in Paris for that. Yet, time and time again, Black Mirror seduces us with its slick version of a counterfactual reality, with its ability to make us think. But now that our reality has caught up with Black Mirror, it feels like the show has less to say about the unintended future consequences of technological advancements than it has to say about what's happening right now, quite literally. That's true of Joan is Awful, the most classically Black Mirror episode in the new batch, which depicts a world in which TV production has accelerated to the point where a new installment of a show can be, with the help of AI, written, shot, edited, and released on a streaming service within the span of a single day. Annie Murphy, Schitt's Creek, plays Joan, a middle manager at a Spotify-esque tech company, struggling with the feeling that she's not the main character in my own life story, as she tells her therapist. After a rough day at work, she sits down with her fiancé to watch something on an extremely Netflix-like service called Streamberry. The fiancé rejects a show called Lock Henry, not incidentally, the title of the next Black Mirror episode, on the grounds that he's had enough true crime, but then discovers something that catches his eye, a strange new offering called Joan is Awful, featuring a thumbnail image of a woman with a hairstyle that looks suspiciously like Joan's. What happens next takes Nora Ephron's idea that everything is copy to an extreme, as we watch Joan watching a fiery on-screen version of herself, played by Salma Hayek, reenacting her entire day, including the part where she exchanged flirtatious texts with her ex-boyfriend. Suffice it to say, neither Joan nor her fiancé was amused. Joan consults with a lawyer to figure out how to make this all stop, only to be informed that, unfortunately, she gave Streamberry permission to mine her data when she subscribed to the service. Who among us hasn't checked a box without reading the fine print? Now the company is free to use Joan's digital footprint to generate scripts for new programs starring CGI projections of famous actors, because of course, that's not really Salma Hayek playing Joan, just a licensed version of her image. In a hilarious Matryoshka doll-like twist, we see CGI Salma as Joan discovering Joan is Awful on Streamberry, starring the CGI version of another Academy Award-winning actress. I won't say who. My first reaction to Joan is Awful was that it was almost too navel-gazing. like two computer screens facing each other with their cameras on, a digital house of black mirrors.